What do you think about this mess?
Listen, it don't make no sense at all. It's too tight. It's ridiculous. How do they expect us to park, not get a ticket? It just doesn't make any sense.
It's crazy.
Where am I going to park at? They want me to squeeze in between cars. How?
It don't make sense at all.
How?
Take care.
Yes, sir.
So what they did, they got the street blocked off over here. So you guys. Now nobody tells the school bus department that the streets are blocked off. So you get big school buses trying to navigate through small streets because someone put a sign that said roadblock. Now keep in mind, this is the city of Boston planning. Nobody notifies the school department that they changed the bus route. Does that make any sense? So now kids have to navigate through tight spots like this. And to top it off, she's telling me that they got street cleaning today. So they got street cleaning. That's why these tow trucks are waiting over there. I see Stanley towing. Everybody's navigating through these small streets because they got street cleaning. But where do they expect people to park? And let's see what's going on down here. So this guy's, I guess he's taking pictures to, I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel later on. External Affairs Porter. External Affairs Porter. Yeah. All right. So, the street is narrow enough as it is. But they expect people to move their cars and there's nowhere to park. And they got construction going on the other side over there. Had a couple of buses make narrow turns coming down this street. And they're full-size buses. And everybody's doing a detour coming back around again because they got the street blocked off. He's going to be just towing. That's a dead end. No, don't go that way. It's a dead end. Go that way. You go that way, you won't come out. Gotta go that way. You go up there, you're just gonna make like a little cul-de-sac. Just go up and come back around again. And these streets are still not fixed, right? Look at this. That's from before them laying the gas line. So they're gonna probably tow this vehicle because he's in the street cleaning zone. So the city makes their revenue, but they won't fix stuff like this. Why is that like that? Those guys are long gone, but look at that. That's still there. Look at these deplorable patches that they got on the street. That's horrible patches. Would you want your community patched up like that? Like, who's supervising this job? So, like, all these cars is just diverting back around again because they have nowhere else to go. And you see, you got tow trucks over there getting ready to tow cars too. I guess that truck, I don't know if he could fit through there or not, but the bus had a tough time fitting through there, so he should be able to fit through there because he's smaller than the school bus. So this is one of those things they do. I don't know where the revenue goes from the street cleaning tickets. I know the toll revenue goes to the tow truck company itself. But what's that? A very narrow street, and it's sending like all kind of traffic down. A very narrow street here. Don't go that way. It's a dead end. Go that way. Go take a.
Oh, sorry.
That's a dead end.
That I don't know.
Yeah, that's a dead end. Don't go that way.
All right.
Just be careful. You got to keep going. Keep going. There's no sign saying detour, so I don't expect you to know. Now he's just coming back around again. So they should have a sign here saying detour. You know what I mean? They send you this way. Don't tell you where to go.
Yeah.
What kind of mess is that? Don't make no sense. That's the city of Boston for you. It don't make no sense at all. Now I want to know who's in charge of these construction zones and these construction committees, because somebody's getting paid good money about this. And I hear we have a chief of streets. I don't know if he still exists or not, but his name is Chris Osgood. Now I don't know what Chris Osgood does, but he hasn't done nothing since he was in Marty Walsh's administration. Now it was a job that Marty Walsh has created just for the chief of streets. So somebody get a chance, Google Chris Osgood, the chief of streets. Gotta go that way. The only way you can go. Take a left. Yep, there you go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to see if I can get in touch with Chris Osgood. I seen him one time at a where was he at? He was at some kind of rally at the Veterans Administration Hospital, trying to support the Green Line, the extension of the Green Line to Brigham Circle to Heath Street. But I don't know what he does. For the last 4 years, I still don't know what he does. He has a title called Chief of Streets. Well, these are the streets. What are you the chief of? Like, what are you doing out here? Are you correcting any issues in the streets, or just making them worse? These streets are narrow enough, so they don't need to be making any more confusion with them. I'm not too sure if they're gonna tow those cars or what. I know they put tickets on. They put a ticket on this one, so usually when they tag it, they tow it. But I don't know what's going on with that. We'll find out. I'm gonna give you some footage of what goes on in the city. Everybody's coming down the street. See, they should have blocked the street down further, because most people that use this street use it as a cut through. They're not abutters, if you know what that means. They're not abutters. They just pass through. So when they pass through, they're just passing through. They're not doing any business on this street whatsoever. This guy got a ticket on his car too. Everybody's trying to move their cars before they get tickets or get towed, or both. Now the toll revenue does not go to the city unless the city is get some kickback. But as far as we know, like Stanley Towing, whoever tow company tows your car, makes all the profit off of the towing, and the only revenue the city allegedly makes is just the ticket. But then again, who knows? Maybe other stuff is going on that we don't know about. So all these cars are basically getting sent down this road because they can't make it through the road up there. And there's a lot of traffic to be sending through this area right here. Now I got a question: did anybody, and if they did, they're lying, did anybody notify the Boston Public Schools that their school bus route will be detoured? If they did, let me know, because apparently the bus drivers don't know. So if the bus drivers don't know, I don't expect anybody else to know. And I know they didn't notify nobody, just so you guys know. I just want to be sarcastic. Matter of fact, I don't even think they even notified Boston Police, to be honest with you. Or the fire department or EMS. All your emergency personnel people should definitely know that there's a detour on the road. So that way fire trucks and EMS and police do not race up a road that's blocked off. So I just want to give you guys a little footage of what goes on. I might walk up to the top of the hill there just to catch the cars as they come up on the other end. Let's take a quick How's it going? They always ask you, can you make a mess any worse than it is? I guess you can if you really try hard enough. He's trying to do I think he's trying to do a food delivery. I'm not too sure what they're doing on the other end of the street. I don't know if that's still part of the gas line replacement project or not, but for some reason they got this blocked off. Not too sure why. Might take a walk up there just to check it out later on.
Yes, ma'am. Can you remember your connect station silence?
What do you need, sir? A service car or a rapid?
Either one.
422 into the house.
I got it.
Yeah, so everybody's met with a road closed saying detour, but then it doesn't tell you where the detour to. Like I was told, it's supposed to detour you back to the spot where at least you feel comfortable to where you are, or detour you around to the other side where you're trying to get to. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to be enough signs to detour you all the way back to the spot where you're supposed to be getting to on the other side. So it should show you. It should tell you to take a left here, another left down there, a right to Martin Luther King Boulevard, another right, and it send you that way. You're taking pictures of it too. Let me ask him, my man. I got a question for you. You taking pictures because of the street cleaning?
I did take a picture because of the street cleaning.
Now, what do you think about the street cleaning?
I took a picture of the street cleaning because I know it's a scam. I had to put it on my social media to let people know that it's the enemy of the people. Because the streets look the same week after week, but there's no way that like sweeping a street could ever be more beneficial than like towing people's cars and costing them $130.
It is a scam, you're right. I agree with you. I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel, External Affairs Porter.
Fine by me. What's it called?
External Affairs Porter.
Okay, cool.
So the city of Boston is making a lot of revenue off of this, but what are they doing to the streets? Are they fixing the streets up? No, look at the streets. They still got trash on the streets. So who's...
One more thing I'll say is the tickets come and the tows come at like 12:18 or something. The street cleaner might never actually come.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. So if they ticket your car, they might tow it, but they never clean the streets.
Yeah. Or like they sometimes rush the streets a little bit, but it's always for show.
Gotcha. It's for sure. Okay. I'm keep an eye on it now. Now that I know that, I'm gonna post this later on my YouTube channel because there's a lot of stuff going on in the city that we don't know about. So the more stuff you post yours, I post mine.
Yeah.
The more people are aware of what's going on, we can bring some light to this.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate it. My name is Nez Porter, by the way.
I'm Scott.
Nice to meet you, Scott.
Nice to meet you too.
I see you around, my man. All right. So we're trying to expose the wickedness. He's telling me that sometimes the street cleaners don't even show up. He said they get tagged and towed, but the street cleaners don't even show up. And then he said when the street sweepers do come by, they make a minimum pass. They don't really clean the streets thoroughly. So the street cleaner just came by, and what's that? Well, let's just go check and see how well they did. They didn't get that either. I understand he can't get that because the sign's in the way, so we're not going to hold them to that one. Let's see how well of a job they did. It doesn't look too bad. There is a little bit debris, but nothing major. That maybe they got to invest in better street sweepers. That might be a logical solution too. Maybe the city of Boston has to invest in a better a better street sweeper. There is a little bit debris, but not a lot. Now this should have been picked up. I don't know how that got left behind. I don't know. Let's see what else they got over here. You still didn't find the customer yet, man? Are you still looking, huh? Now this stuff shouldn't be. That stuff shouldn't be there. This man's trying to find a customer that for the last 5 minutes he's been trying to find the address. Yeah, there's some debris that I will admit that it's not spraying enough water for sure. It should be more water on the ground. 100% more water than that. That little grommet looking thing right there should definitely been picked up. Yeah, that should have been picked up for sure. It would help too if these streets are even. When the streets are not even, see, now this is a lot of debris left behind too. When the streets are not even, it doesn't allow the street sweeper to do a proper sweep. So I'm gonna go check what he did. This is documentation purposes. Let's see what we got over here. You got a good chunk of trash left in the middle of the street right here. You got a bottle left there. He probably can't, they can't get these corners either. And just so you know, those new bump outs that they're making in the street, they cannot clean those bump outs either, just so you guys know. Those street sweepers cannot clean those inner of the bump out. So they're designing these new bump outs that the street sweepers cannot clean. All this uneven.
Right, I know.
And he works for Public Works. I got a question for you. Who's in charge of fixing this stuff right here?
The city, I would think.
The city. He works for the city. Who's in charge of cleaning that? You don't want to talk about it? It's going on YouTube, man. You gotta make yourself look good. Call your mayor, call your governor, find out why this is like this. This is a trip hazard.
Mm-hmm.
If you was in Quincy,
I always complain around here.
but why is this like this?
I have no idea. They do sloppy work around here all the time. They don't care.
You're the second person that said that.
Yep, they don't care.
All right.
Even our
Yeah, look at that. They tore up the ground.
You know what I mean? I even complain to my landlord, like, this is embarrassing. We're the only ones on this block that look like this.
Right.
But they don't care.
They don't care. Well, this is going to be on my YouTube channel. I'm putting the city on blast.
Yeah,
I'm holding them accountable for all the actions that they're doing. They're tearing up the streets and not fixing them.
Our pipes in our building,
Uh-huh.
the city came and they're like, yeah, you know, because of COVID, I guess it took them a little bit longer to come through and
Really?
check the pipes. And they said the pipes have a gas leak. And they need to come fix it. They're like, it's not the landlord's fault, it's the city's fault.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, we'll have someone come fix it. No one has come fix our
No one
gas
came
leak.
to fix it yet?
Nope, and we've been paying.
Wait a minute. You say you have a gas leak?
There's holes in our pipes. They said we have a gas leak and they need to fix it. The city needs
city-
to change the pipes.
Right. They supposedly did that. They didn't do it?
Yet.
Ah, no. Did you call ISD?
Huh?
Inspection of Services?
No.
Call and make a complaint.
Yeah, they said they were going to call me and let me know.
No,
when
you
they're
called
gonna
them.
come fix it.
No,
And
you called
I
them.
asked them for a number too. I'm like, can I get a number?
617.
I think my phone. Huh?
Because you got to put these people on blast. You can't let this stuff be going on like this. Yeah, they got pipe coverings up there. Why those pipe coverings up there? I don't see any construction work being done. Who put those? Eversource put those up there, but there's a time frame where you have to take those down. You can't leave them up there forever. There's a time frame. You have to take those down. Look at this. They tore up the ground. Not making this stuff up, guys. Somebody told me to come by here, so I'm by here today. I got the right time. So the main number for ISD is 617-635-5300. And tell them the issue that you have. You know, Eversource, not Eversource. We got National Grid over here. Mm-hmm. National Grid. If you have a gas leak, they're supposed to come out within an hour.
Yeah, we told them, and they ended up lowering our bill after.
Uh-huh.
But they said they can't do refunds or something like that.
They can't do
So
refunds.
Lowered our bill. Yeah.
So it's inside the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they find a leak in there?
Yeah, that's when they came into our basement and they said the pipes have holes in it.
Uh-huh.
So they had to come and take them out, replace them, put new ones.
So they did that already?
They have not.
They haven't done
No.
that. So they need to get
No one has come into our basement or anything, no.
So I tell you how it works. National Grid's responsible from the street to the meter.
Yeah.
So if it's from street to the meter, they replace it.
Yeah.
If it's the meter on, then the landlord's responsible for it.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
when the city came, they said that the landlord is not the landlord's fault; it's the city's fault. So they need to replace the pipes because of the gas.
If the city said it's the gas fault, it's probably the gas company's fault.
Yeah.
But how it works, how it's supposed to work, whoever supplies your gas, I believe it's National Grid over here, they supply it all the way to the meter.
Right.
Now after the meter, the owner of the property is responsible for the rest of it. But just so you know, keep in mind, but as long as you know where the gas leak is, now you should be able to determine who's responsible for it.
Right.
But if they identify the leak, somebody should be responsible to fix it.
Right.
You know, that's bottom line. You should not live in a building with gas leak.
This landlord does not care about this.
The landlord doesn't care?
No.
Who's the
he
landlord?
hasn't been here in over a year.
Wow, I might have to put him on blast too.
Brian Holman. It's been over
Brian
a year.
Holman.
I could show you messages arguing with him for 2 years now. Our lease. He played us with our lease too.
Wow.
Talking about when we leave, it's a $300 cleaning fee when we leave.
Really?
Like, what do you mean $300? I'm
None,
clean.
if the place is clean, if the place is clean, you can't charge you anything.
On the lease.
You can't do that.
Yep. And then he said too, like we need a shovel out here, and it's our responsibility if someone slips and falls because it's icy.
No, he's responsible for that.
We will get fined for it. That's what it says in the lease and everything.
No, he can't do that. Now he's responsible for the shovel and removing of the snow.
Yeah, we complained.
Yeah, so he sounds like a slum.
Shit here. He's horrible.
He sounds like a slumlord.
Yeah, we tried complaining to him so many times, like begging him, like, can you please come out and check the apartment? You haven't been here since we moved in.
Wow, that's bad.
And then he had me even showing the place to people, and I didn't even know you had to get paid for that.
Is he paying you for that?
No.
That's not right.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out a way so he doesn't take my security deposit as well.
Know what you do? They got free legal advice, just so you know.
Yeah.
You can always call, like, I forget the number. It's like a National Bar Association. They give you free legal advice.
Okay, cool.
And a lot of that stuff is illegal.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
we were thinking of like maybe like bring him to court or something because
you could bring him to court for that. There's a lot of stuff that he could be held. I tell you how this works. If there's anything that he's not fixing,
which is everything,
he's got some time. He got some time frame to fix it.
Yeah.
As long as you notify him I'm fixing it, call that same number I gave you. They send an inspector in there and inspect the unit, and they send him a notice to appear in the court.
Yeah, on the lease too, there's like this section where the person who moves in has to fill out to say what's messed up, what's broken.
Right. Yeah.
And he filled it out and put that everything was broken.
He can't fill it out for you.
He filled it out, and then I signed it, but I read my first apartment. You know what I mean? So I was like, I read it after with a friend who knows about this stuff, and I was like, wait. This guy played me. Like,
whatever happens.
Me to stay.
See, that's not right.
Yeah,
document everything that's going on because you might have a good case.
Yeah, and we even told him like we have light issues and everything, and he said we have to fix the lights. And in the lease it says we need to fix it. But I'm not an electrician. Like, what if I get electricity?
Yeah, that's not right.
Connected to wires.
Well,
So,
I tell you what, you can fix it, but you have to bill him for it, or he has to deduct it off the rent.
He said we have to pay for it out of pocket.
No, it don't work that way.
Our locks and our doors, their battery's dying out, so it works when it wants to.
Right, I got you. Yeah.
And we told him like, can you send someone out to fix it? He's like, oh, it's really easy. You could do it yourself. If you need someone to come do it, I'll have someone come do it. And I'm like, no, I think we're roommates, and we want someone to come fix it because we don't feel comfortable doing something we don't know.
I agree.
And he was just like, okay, well, it'll be a couple days. It's been a week.
That's wrong.
So I'm like, someone robs our place. What?
Does he live in Massachusetts? Or?
He lives like 2 hours away. Yeah, it's still.
So I don't see why he can't. No way. I'm gonna get his phone. I'm gonna call him and find out what's going on.
Yeah. His name's Ryan Holman. I can give you his information.
Text me the information to my. I'll give you my number. Text all the information to my phone, and I'm gonna follow up with him and find out what's going on.
And I feel bad for anyone who moves in here next. Like I hope he doesn't play them.
This is like a 4 family.
This is 4 bedroom down here, 5 bedroom upstairs.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah.
That is real.
And I've been complaining about this for 2 years now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, how's a landscaper come cut grass, mulch the dirt, and then leave the trash? You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, isn't that a good landscaper job?
No, it could be a lot better.
He hires respect him.
Wow.
He's like, I'm gonna have to come clean it and fix it. They didn't come clean or fix it.
That's crazy. So 617-710-1928.
1928. What is your name?
Nez. N-E-Z. It's actually Neza. N-E-Z-E-R.
N-E-Z-E-R.
Yeah. I'm gonna call him and find out what's going on.
So will you come out here and...
No, what I do is I hold people accountable. So I have a YouTube channel called External Affairs. External Affairs Porter, and it's on YouTube. And I try to hold people accountable for doing wrong stuff. And I give them a chance to address the issue. If they don't address it, You know, like stuff like that. Like I do that kind of work. So if he needed help, I can help him. But
Right.
he's gotta have the resources to do it.
Right, exactly.
But he can't just leave people living like that. It doesn't make sense.
Right. It's good that you're doing this though, because the landlords around here, they don't care about young people. You know, they just
exactly.
It doesn't matter. But
and the city doesn't advocate for you guys either.
No, not at all.
Other than the fact that ISD will write up, violations, but they're not really advocating for you. They're just writing up violations for revenue.
So we have to like fight for ourselves.
Yeah.
Last year there was a water leak in that building right there, in the neighbor's house. And it was actually leaking through the fire,
the sprinklers, the smoke detectors. I got you.
Yeah, it was leaking through there. And we called the landlord. He ended up blocking us, so we couldn't even get a hold of him.
He ended up blocking you?
Yeah, we couldn't get a hold of him. I don't know if he turned off his phone, but it kept going straight to voicemail. We're like,
wow.
We need someone to come fix this, so we had no choice but to call the fire station.
Yeah.
And then we complained about him to them, and they're like, we can't do anything. Like, but
wow.
we can complain about it.
I'm glad I met you, because actually somebody called me. Somebody, I can't say who it was, but somebody told me about the streets here, how the streets are messed up.
It's so bad.
And then, so I happen to run a couple other people that have other complaints too. Yeah. And so I think I'm going to spend more time in this area, because the city of Boston is neglecting this area.
Yeah.
And like,
they really are.
The housing inspector should be coming out here to do, by law, before he rents this unit, he's supposed to have it inspected by the city of Boston. And if it's not inspected by the city of Boston, technically that's
I've been here for 2 years.
So he never had it rented. Because the city of Boston is supposed to inspect these units. You know
Every
that?
year?
I think they are.
I've been here for 2 years. Like I said, he's been having me do stuff that he's not even paying me to do.
And I tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on like that shouldn't be going on.
It's illegal.
It is.
I was reading through the lease, and I'm like, I don't have anyone powerful to fight for me. So I'm glad you gave me. I'm glad I met you, and I got this number, so I can call them. They could actually help me. Yeah. So I can see what I can actually do to help myself. There's
resources out there, and I understand they do it to a lot of people. They walk all over them because they think they don't know the law.
Right.
But you have rights as a tenant. You do have a lot of rights. As a matter of fact, you have more rights than the landlord has, just so you know. And always double check. When someone's pressuring you to do something, don't always do it. Always get a second opinion.
Right.
A third opinion.
I know that. I learned my lesson the hard way, so I know that now for sure.
The other thing too is, how many families you got here?
This is a 4-bedroom. The first floor and second floor is 5.
So it's only 2 families, right? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because he's supposed to have a public meter, but he does have a public meter. Don't let them charge you electricity for the hallways.
Because actually, the meters, we actually had to have someone come out and fix it for electricity, because they turned off our lights, and I was like, our power, and I was like, wait.
Well, you might have to have an energy audit done over here too, because you might be paying someone else's electricity bill.
We were paying the neighbor's electricity.
Really?
And they had to come out and fix it and swap it.
A lot of landlords are doing it.
Paying someone else.
They might owe you some money.
To him. I've been telling him he's not helping me at all. He's like, oh, I don't care. Like, he ignores my messages.
I tell you, your biggest power is document everything.
Yeah.
Put it on social media.
I have everything on message.
Keep records of it.
Yeah.
Because later on, it's going to be something to say. At least I notified him of it.
Yeah.
And trust me, he's not the only landlord. He's one of many.
Yeah.
There's a lot of landlords.
Yeah, he's horrible. There's times when we talk to him on the phone, and then he's just expecting us, yelling at us, like.
That's not right.
And next time I'm like, I'm gonna record him, because you can't
should
talk to us that way.
Definitely should.
We're trying to help you help us. Like, this is your building, not ours.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're gonna move out of here. And we're gonna be
but he don't care about. He likes to collect the money, but he don't want to fix up the building.
Exactly. Like I said, he hasn't been here 2 years. Last summer he came probably like once, twice, and then told me to show the place around. But he didn't fix anything.
Wow.
He just walked through and then left. And we told him 2 years ago when I moved in, we complained about a lot of things that was messed up in the house, so he didn't fix it.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's real bad.
Yeah, and he updated the lease last year, right? He's like, I updated, but it's only little changes. And then I skimmed through it, because I already read it. And I seen the one major change, and I was complaining about the $300.
Next time somebody gives you a lease, right? Take 2 days and go over it before you give it back to them. Because look at the beginning, but look at the very end.
Yeah.
Because there's all these add-ons they put in. They put add-ons. The reason why I know, I work in that field, so I know how it works.
Yeah.
So just be careful for the add-ons.
For sure.
The last 2 pages are always an add-on for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's definitely horrible.
But yeah, call him. I'm gonna call him myself and ask him like, what's his plan? Like, and he should have some kind of game plan. Even if you have to hire a maintenance company just to maintain, you know.
Right.
But it's not fair that people have to live.
Like I said, I'm always hitting him up, telling him like, have someone come fix it. Hello.
So this is gonna end up on my.
I tried really hard, and they said they have no choice but to tow it. I'm so sorry. I tried, and he said it's not fair. We told the other people we need to tow his car. You know how they are. Yeah, I told him that you weren't there. I'm like, he's on vacation right now. He forgot to give the keys. They will spare. I was like, can the keys? He's like, not sure. But he's like, no, we have to show them. They're actually putting it on right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I tried. I hope you have a good time, though. Trying to think about this. I'm gonna go with it. Poor guy.
I know, that's sad. You know, he's on a vacation and he get his car towed. That's not good.
I told that Benjamin, can you not tow it? Like, he's on vacation, there's no spare. He forgot to leave the keys.
They don't care. They got a job to do. Yeah, I was talking to another gentleman down there. He said sometimes they tow people's cars, but they don't even clean the street.
Yeah.
So I said, that's not good either. If they're going to tow people's cars, at least clean the street.
Right.
And this stuff right here has been like this a couple of months now after they did the gas line replacement, and they haven't fixed it the right way.
Nope.
So I'm like, well, somebody's supposed to be overseeing all this, make sure it's being done the right way.
They don't care.
The city of Boston got a lot of people getting paid a lot of good money for doing nothing. Like I said, if this was in Brookline, would this be acceptable?
Not at all.
If this was in Squantscott, where Charlie Baker lives, would that be acceptable? I mean,
That's really sad.
it doesn't make any sense. So now what I do is I cover a lot of different things, but this is one of many things that I do. And I try to put it out there so people are aware of what's going on.
Awesome that you do this.
Because a lot of
How long
people,
have you been doing it for?
I about a year now, a year and a half. And I do a little bit of everything. If you see my YouTube channel, it's a
I'm
little
about
bit.
to go on, yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Check it
I
out.
think it's awesome what you're doing. Like,
A lot of people
we
like
need
what
someone
I'm.
to fight for us around here.
Yeah. And just say, are you a registered voter
Yes.
in the city of Boston?
Yes.
Domingo DeRosa is running for city council at large. So listen for that name. He's a person that will fight for the community.
Okay.
Domingos DeRosa. We're going to kick off his campaign this Sunday. So more likely we may be passing out leaflets in this area.
Okay.
So I support him. I've known him for quite a while. We're big advocates of cleaning up the mile over there.
Yeah.
And we've been asking the mayor and the governor for years to clean up that mile. It's gotten worse over the years, and no one cares.
It's sad that you have to take it to social media for it to
Because
actually
they
be
don't
heard.
care. Like,
Yeah.
these politicians do not care.
They really don't.
None of them care. I can tell you right now, I talked to quite a few of them, none of them care.
Yeah.
And I noticed from my experience. I can't speak what other people have been through.
Right.
I try to contact them myself. They won't return your phone call. They won't return your phone call. Who else are they going to talk to?
Right.
So if they don't care for us, if we're part of the community, who are we going to care for? They want your vote, but they don't want to help you. So that's the bad thing about it. So yeah, you got to kind of put them on blast. And I encourage everybody to do the same thing.
Yeah.
The more information out there, the more people know about it. They're gonna have to do something about it.
Right.
And I go to different areas. I go to Jamaica Plain. They might see me in South Boston one day. I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
But I document what I see, and I try to hold these people accountable.
And except for the nice parts of Boston too, you don't see stuff like this.
Yeah.
You even see the stop sign for stop, let the pedestrians walk.
Right.
You don't see that in areas like this.
There's another thing that they're doing. I don't know if you've seen it yet. They call it Safe Street Project. And they're making the streets like narrower. So they call these little bump outs. They make the curb a little wider at the end,
Yeah.
which causes a lot of accidents.
That's so weird.
I'm telling you, you're not the only person.
What's the point of that?
That's a good question. What is the point? So over there on the other side of Marcella Street, that's what they're doing over there.
Okay.
If you go down and take the right,
I mean, that street is already kind of
it's narrow enough, yeah. But people were doing stuff without our knowledge, without our authorization. Half these people don't even live in the city, but they're making decisions in our city, which we don't like. Now, we want to hold people accountable. Like this current mayor we have right now, so far she has not done nothing to better this community. So I don't think she's going to make re-election, at least not on my part anyway.
Right.
Because I want somebody that's doing something now. We don't want you to tell me what you're doing 4 years from now.
Exactly.
Make a change now. If you can't make a change now, you can't make it then. Now, if you're not even trying, like
Yeah, this is horrible.
the school department is bad. The city of Boston school department is bad. Our streets are bad. Lighting is
All the
bad.
systems are bad.
You got
It's just
crime, you got guns in the
crumbling,
community,
like-
and no one's doing nothing about it. We don't even have an active police commissioner because she won't allow him to be a police commissioner effectively. So the city's running by itself. Effectively, is no one's really. We have no one running our city.
Yep.
So that's what it is. But I'll be in this area again, so I'm pretty sure I'll see you again.
Yeah, I'm happy you're around here, actually.
I'm gonna be around a lot more than you think I am. Take care. Be safe. All right, guys. What's that? Hold on. Give that check that out later. But yeah, Nez Porter. I'm in the community, and I'm trying to hold all. I mean, every person that wants a vote, that wants a office, I'm gonna hold them all accountable. So look at this, what this landlord is leaving it behind here. He's got, you look like a tree trunk over there. He's got grass that's not cut. He's got all kind of debris over here. This is not fixed. See, this is not being fixed. It's probably from the guys that did the sidewalk. So they should have brought that back to stand it. These are the 1 and 2. I'm gonna call that landlord later on and find out what's going on. And if he hangs the phone up on me, then that he gets whatever he gets coming to him. So this is Brinton Street, right here in Roxbury. That's where we are. We are in Roxbury. Roxbury always gets the short end of the stick for some reason. Take a walk back up here. That street cleaner did do a second pass, so he made it a little bit better on that street, but this is still there. And some of it is not the street cleaner's fault because the streets are uneven. I understand that. I have a couple of friends that actually drive those street sweepers, and they tell me all the input and feedback about those sweepers and how they work and everything. I don't hold the street sweeper accountable for it because it's only so much what they can do. But if these streets were more level and maybe they had a sweeping brush, maybe you got to change the brush too. There's a lot of stuff that you got to keep in mind. So just want to show you guys a little bit of what.
I have a refrigerator making a loud noise in India that's 6 eyes.
Till next time, guys. Nez Porter. Catch you on the next one.